Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rock Video Rental. I am Brandon. With me, as always, is Caleb, and we are continuing on with Awesomely Bad Month, and we're going to be talking about a full moon release classic in Dollman versus Demonic Toys. But before we do that, Caleb, have you watched anything good this week?
I have not, but if I don't
Oh
have something to talk about movie wise, I try to bring up something and quite a few trailers this week. So Stranger Things dropped official trailer
yeah,
coming out in November. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, like if I'm being honest, I'm a little tired. I've been
yeah.
waiting
It
so
takes too
long.
long.
Yeah. And so I'm looking forward to it and I know I'll watch it and I know I will enjoy it, but I'm kind of preparing myself to be a little disappointed.
Yeah,
So,
I'm preparing myself for it to be done.
now it does have
Two parts.
Sarah Connor.
Oh yeah,
Um yeah,
Linda Hamilton.
thank you. So it'll be interesting to see what she does, but anyways. So, yeah, I am looking forward to that one. Then the Mortal Kombat trailer just dropped today.
Oh yeah, I didn't get the chance to watch it yet, but
Yeah.
someone sent it to me.
I mean, it makes me think. So, did you watch the most recent Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, we did it on the podcast, dude.
Okay, I thought we did. I couldn't remember. Because now I'm kind of getting a weird spot where I talk about a lot of stuff with my coworker,
Hmm.
and so then I kind of forget like what I talked about with my coworker and what we've actually covered on the podcast.
Okay.
So I always just have to double check. But yeah, I feel like the trailer. The most recent Mortal Kombat was pretty good. Like it kind of had its own identity, kind of a thing.
Hmm.
But I almost feel like the trailer for this new movie coming out is kind of like it has some Mortal Kombat 1997 vibes, like a little bit
Okay.
more cheesy. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know, might not be taking itself quite as serious as the last movie that came out. So it'll be interesting. Maybe it focuses a lot on Cage, uh,
Oh, Johnny Cage.
Johnny Cage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where most of it's coming from because I mean he is cocky, arrogant, and that whole thing. But anyways, the last one I have to mention is then of course Happy Gilmore 2. Trailer came out for that. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't.
Okay. The trailer looks pretty funny. I mean, it's gonna be Adam Sandler, so it should be good too. Pretty good. But a few interesting things is they are. I don't know if they're recasting some of the original characters
Okay.
or if they're just knocking them off in this one. Like, I don't know if they're legit going to be calling them by the same names. Like, there's somebody playing the heckler, there's somebody playing that really tall giant guy that he shot with the nail gun.
Yeah.
Like, they have people replacing them. So I'm not sure if they're just spoofing it or if it's supposed to be somebody actually replacing them. But the
Yeah.
people that they choose look like it's going to be absolutely hilarious. One the big tall guy is a basketball player. I always forget his name. But dude, Eminem's in it. Did you know
Oh
that?
yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's in
Was it
it.
was it Boban Marjanovic?
I think so.
Yeah, the big, tall, goofy European guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the goldfish commercials.
Yep.
Yep, yeah, he's in it. So it looks like they're just gonna have fun with it, and so I'm optimistic about that one. I mean, I'm not getting high hopes for it, but I'm I think it's gonna at least be fun and entertaining. So
Yeah, I didn't see the trailer, but I saw like pictures.
okay.
And then I also Subway's got the Happy Gilmore meal right now. Did you know
Mm,
that?
no, I didn't
You
know
like
that.
you get a foot long sub, and then if you get like chips and a drink and add another dollar, you get a Happy Gilmore cup. And
Nice.
they have like Happy Shooter, um, Ben Stiller's character.
Nice.
And then there's some other guy that I don't know who it is, but I noticed that when I walked in the subway the other day, and my wife and I had it for dinner, so I got two of the Happy Gilmore meals. I got a Happy Cup and a Shooter Cup.
Dude, I have not had Subway in so long, but that
Yeah,
right there is making me interested in going to Subway.
exactly. That's how I felt too. And actually, the sub I had was pretty decent. My wife got a wrap, and she said that was pretty good.
Subway's making a comeback.
I guess, yeah. That's all thanks to Adam Sandler. But things I watched. We've been watching Big Bang Theory quite a bit. I think we're on like season 5 or something now.
Rock.
I've also been watching Trailer Park Boys, just because it's something to have on in the background while I'm doing stuff. And then I watched the latest episode of The Last Drive-In, which was on last Friday night. They had Werewolf Night, and Joe Bob showed Dog Soldiers, which is pretty interesting. It was more like a war movie, but instead of, and it's an Australian movie, I believe. Is that right?
Okay.
I don't remember. Um, and like it's like a platoon that's being attacked by werewolves.
Huh.
So it's kind of interesting take. It was pretty intense in parts, and it was enjoyable. And then the next one was Bad Moon, and I fell asleep during it because I always fall asleep during the second movie. But from what I saw, it was pretty decent. But yeah, that was pretty much it for me. Um, I did watch Dollman versus Demonic Toys because it was a quick and breezy 60 minutes. So let's talk about it. Dollman versus the Demonic Toys. It is from 1993 and is directed by Charles Band. The plot is Judith Gray teams with Brick Bardot, aka Dollman, and his girlfriend Ginger to face the evil demonic toys for one final battle. The cast, we got Tim Thomerson as Brick Bardot, Tracy Scoggins, not to be confused as Tracy Scroggins, who used to play for the Lions, as Judith Gray, Melissa Bear as Nurse Ginger, Philip Brock as Collins, Phil Fondacaro as Ray Vernon, and Frank Welker does numerous voices, like he always does. I think this is the third or fourth time I've seen this movie.
Okay.
The very first time I saw it, I was in high school, and I went and hung out with my friend Tom for the weekend, and we went to Panorama Video in Caro, Michigan,
Okay.
to rent some movies. And the movies we rented were South Park Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, Doll Man versus Demonic Toys, and the Spawn movie.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. And this was like, I think Tom said like the third time he rented Doll Man versus Demonic Toys.
Oh my gosh.
And he loved like these low budget uh full moon movies like this, and Ginger Dead Man and all the other schlock that Charles Band came out with. And yeah, I'll always think of him anytime I see this movie.
Yeah, it's something else, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And probably the shortest movie we've ever watched.
Oh, it has to be. I mean, it was only an hour long.
Well, not even that because like
Yeah.
the intro was 5 minutes and the credits, I mean, the film time itself may have been 50, maybe 55 minutes.
Yeah. And then if you take out all the reused footage from Demonic Toys, Doll Man, and bad channels,
Oh my gosh, dude, the
you
flashbacks.
maybe have like 10 minutes of original footage.
It was so bad.
Uh, I don't know. These are the kind of movies that like they don't take themselves seriously. They take ridiculous ideas and make them into movies for low budget and just, quick entertainment value. And I mean, on all those bases, it covered those.
Oh yeah, no, it was it was a hodgepodge of chaos, that's for sure. So,
Yeah, it's an entertaining movie, I'll say that. And it's a ridiculous idea. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on, but a few positives I'll get at it. Uh, Tim Thomerson as Dollman is just funny to me
okay.
because he's just so like stern and uh I don't know, serious about everything.
Mhm.
Uh he was also in a movie that we did before. He played the photographer in Fade to Black, if you remember that. He was like, remember the photographer that sleeps with that cop?
Yes, vaguely.
Yeah. He was in that movie, but he did a lot of transers and stuff for um for full moon releases. So he was in quite a few of their movies. I thought the whole soundtrack was kind of decent. It was almost all of it was done by Quiet Riot.
Yeah.
Yeah, classic 80s hair band. Um, so that was pretty cool. And I picked up that pretty quick. I'm like, man, this sounds a lot like Quiet Riot. And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh, it is.
Mhm.
I thought the effects with Dowman and his girlfriend were pretty good to
Yeah.
make them look small. Like they
Mhm.
did a good job of that.
Yeah, that was the part that's well, I mean, all throughout the movie, they were doing that because they did what was it? The kitchen in Ginger's house
Hmm.
and then the warehouse, but the other one that they really kind of I wouldn't say they went overboard with, but like they really went all in on was the scenes in the vent shafts.
Oh yeah.
So, and yeah, they did a good job executing it. It was kind of funny seeing the difference between the normal size toys and then the enlarged ones that they used to make them look small, make the people look small.
Yeah. Oh man. The only toys I could remember from this were Oopsie Daisy, baby Oopsie Daisy,
Mm-hmm.
and the clown, the Jack in a Box clown, were like the only two that I could remember for this movie. uh,
Yeah.
I forgot about the G.I. Joe guy.
Yeah.
That's creepy as heck.
Mm-hmm.
And the robot that lasts like all 5 seconds gets blown away.
Yeah.
Um, I think my favorite line in this was when Dowman first shows up to fight the demonic toys, and he's like firing at him, and he blows the robot away, and baby Oopsie Daisy's like, Jesus, who's out there? Arnold Schwarzenegger? I don't know why, but that just made me laugh.
Yeah, well, the voice that they used to made it pretty funny.
Yeah, that was Frank Welker, who's famous for doing thousands of voiceovers.
Famous doing possessed toys.
Yeah, lots of other things too. But mostly like he does a lot of animal sounds for movies. If you look at his IMDb, he's got a pretty crazy filmography
Huh,
and roles and stuff that he's done. He's probably like one of the most famous voiceover actors. Lots of cartoons and stuff too.
gotcha.
Um, man, it's like we always try to do like the what's bad part, and I mean, theoretically, like you're thinking at this movie and like the whole concept itself is stupid and bad. And a lot of the acting is bad at best, but I feel like that's just kind of the charm of the movie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the concept of the demonic toys by itself would be kind
Yeah.
of bad by itself, and then they throw Dollman in there, which is totally deliberate, like you said. Like they knew that they were just messing around essentially, that it wasn't going to be taken too seriously. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, the further it gets on, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is insane.
Um, and we get a stop motion spider in this.
Oh yeah.
That I mean, I always say like anytime stop motion's put into a movie, it automatically boosts the rating for me. Just I don't care if it looks choppy, if it looks bad. I mean, this looks better than Basket Case. I'll give it that, but
Hmm.
um, yeah, it was great. Um, and then Dollman blows it away, of course. He's got some like Arnold one-liners in it. When he kills the Jack in a Box clown, he goes, "Pop goes the weasel."
Yeah, that was, I saw that come from a mile away.
Yeah. And he wears sunglasses all the time too. Uh, yeah, like he's Corey Hart, sunglasses at night.
Hmm.
Uh, it made me laugh too because it made me think of the movie The Hitcher, where they had Dollman tied up between two RC cars.
Yeah.
They were trying to rip him in half, which is pulled straight from The Hitcher. Another C. Thomas Howell movie that's leagues better than Soul Man.
Yeah, that was a funny scene then too, when they did the cuts between the toys and him being tied up, and they were trying to make it look like he was being they were trying to pull him apart, and then when she cut the rope, it took off with him, and it was so clearly a dummy, or a doll behind the RC
Yeah,
car.
it was. It was a doll man. Oh gosh. I have yet to see Doll Man. I've seen Doll Man versus Demonic Toys a few times, but I've never seen Doll Man or Demonic Toys.
Hmm.
Uh, so, like I mentioned a few times, like this is made by Full Moon Pictures. Their most famous movie is probably Puppet Master.
Okay. I know
They
that
made a
one,
whole
but I
bunch
haven't
of
seen it.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people have heard of it. And the Trancers movies, those were kind of a bigger deal as well. But on Ginger Dead Man, just because the concept is so dumb. Evil Bong, they made that one too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, just classic and schlock cinema. I don't know. I feel like we kind of joked about how it was only an hour less if you count out the credits and everything. But I feel like that was the perfect runtime for this movie.
Yeah, honestly, with how not so bizarre it was, I would agree with that, because it was getting a little bit much. Like, I don't know how long I could take of
Yeah,
that ridiculous nonsense. So, but I will say by the third flashback, I was over the flashbacks, because Dollman did a flashback, and then they did kind of a little bit of a flashback with the demonic toys, but the other big flashback was Ginger,
yeah,
and then they went on at the end, and then the Oopsie Daisy did a flashback.
yeah,
And I was just by that point I was just like, "Oh my gosh, just like it was so bad." The third one was the worst, because he's just like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to kill you, but I guess I can go ahead and pause for a minute and give you an explanation of what's going on." Like they totally just went into that trope of being like, "Oh, we're just gonna do this, even though it's gonna delay me killing you and give you an opportunity to get away."
Yeah. Yep. And the reason for those flashbacks was to add footage from those previous movies.
Mm-hmm.
That's all, literally all those were. Yeah, this had more flashbacks than an episode of Family Guy.
Yeah.
Or do you remember that time where Dollman showed up?
That was awesome.
Oh gosh. Oh, oh, we get a few tropes in this too. The one that really made me laugh, kind of roll my eyes, is that the the cop, they're that like got Brick and Ginger to help her out. She's trying to warn them about the warn the other cops and everything about the demonic toys, and of course they think she's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's crazy. Like you couldn't just kind of take her word for it because she is a cop. Oh no,
Well,
like the little person actor that was in this. He
yeah.
shows up in a lot of stuff. He's kind of that guy.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't. I feel like there was three big little people actors around that time. Like you had Warwick Davis, who's probably number one. He was the Leprechaun. He played Wicked the Ewok and
Oh crap.
Willow.
Willow, there we go.
Yep. And then you got the guy who was Mickey on Seinfeld.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, if you saw him, you would know. And then you got this guy. And then there was also the guy from Bad Santa.
Yeah. He was a little bit later, but yeah.
Yeah, he kind of came along later, probably after Warwick Davis retired, but um yeah, they got one of the big three little people actors. Well, now you got what's his face from
Game of Thrones,
yeah, Game of Thrones.
and Elf. Shoot,
Yeah.
why am I blanking
Why
on?
am I blanking on his name? Oh man, that's awful. And we definitely should know that. But yeah, he's probably the go-to guy now. And he's gonna be Toxic Avenger. So
Oh yeah. It's Peter Dinklage.
yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah, I'd say Warwick Davis is probably the most famous little people actor, except for maybe Vern Troyer.
Hmm.
Mini me. Yeah, it was nice to see like a familiar face in this movie. Um, man, I don't the toys look pretty decent, I guess. I mean, who would really want a baby that doll that's that ugly though?
Yeah, it was. I
And
don't know.
the clown was creepy as heck.
Oh yeah, totally reminded me of Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, for sure, the killer clowns.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I get it. Low budget movie, but then also it kind of added to the creep value, honestly, between the clown and the baby. So,
Hmm. Also, the baby wants to rape Ginger.
oh man, that was yeah. Once it got to the end and he started talking about what the whole thing plan was and everything, I was like, okay, this is like really messed up and like really out there. So,
Yeah, we got a doll that's possessed, but the doll's supposed to be like an infant, and it's talking about doing Doll Man's girlfriend and how like basically Satan's supposed to come down
yeah. And
and
so
like take form of the baby she has, and like this is really like dark,
yeah, like what would have they done if Ginger wasn't there?
right?
Like they didn't
Impregnate Doll
have
Man.
yeah, like I mean they were talking about how they were using prostitutes for sacrifices or some mumbo
Yeah.
jumbo kind of thing. So maybe they would have just used a normal size human. I don't know. Just I don't know. Doesn't make sense. But I'm fully not prepare trying to attempt to make sense of this movie.
You don't want to go in a deep dive in a sec. the psychology of this movie.
No, I think I'm
Uh,
good with this one.
yeah, and on top of that too, we also get a tiny person sex scene with Brick and Ginger.
Oh yeah.
And it's literally like 10 minutes, not even maybe 5 minutes after she meets Brick.
Hmm.
She's like, you're small. I'm small.
I
Am I
haven't been
ever going to
able
get
to do.
another chance?
Yeah. And then the cop just walks in and watches them.
Yeah, pretty much. So what you guys doing over there? It's just kind of like a bag of popcorn.
Hmm.
Oh gosh. Man, anything else to add? I mean, a short movie, definitely not a deep movie.
No,
Uh,
I don't think like you said, this is not really one to do deep dive into because it is shallow water.
oh, for sure. Yeah, it's one of those movies I can almost guarantee was made for like movie rental shelves. Like you're walking through and you see a picture on a movie of a small dude shooting a gun at a possessed toy. You're like, I gotta watch that movie. And I gotta say, like, it delivered. Like, what you see is what you get.
Yeah.
I mean, the Dollman fighting the demonic toys really only lasts about 15 minutes, but
Yeah,
it
there was
made
there's
the promise and you got it.
there was a lot of development in this movie and very little I don't know actual content, actual context of the film itself. Because yeah, there was a lot of backstory, there was build up, and then yeah, everything happened in the last 15 minutes, and that was it.
Yep. Hey, they tried. I always say that, like, I can always appreciate movies that make an attempt
Hmm.
to like do something. And and I mean, at least this movie knew what it was and it just went right with it.
Yeah.
Like I said, what you see is what you get, so I appreciate it for that.
Hmm.
But trivia and facts.
Trivia backs.
I mentioned this a few times. A large portion of the footage used is recycled from the movies Dollman from 91, Bad Channels from 92, and Demonic Toys from 92. So there was a third Dollman movie that was planned, but it never materialized.
Oh no.
So with using the footage from those three movies, this movie was also a crossover of three full moon features, again being Dollman, Demonic Toys, and Bad Channels, because the character of Ginger is from Bad Channels. The new demonic toy, which is Zombie Toid, is a blonde G.I. Joe action figure with a sword for a weapon, mocking the G.I. Joe toys. And it was creepy, and it made me think of Small Soldiers.
Yes, I was gonna say the same thing.
I know that's a movie that you enjoy.
Yeah.
We gotta watch that again. I saw that in a theater, and I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, that'd be a good throwback to do.
Yeah. So Grizzly Teddy does not make appearance in this film, aside from flashback footage from the original demonic toys. So I wonder why they booted the teddy bear. So Frank Welker, who voiced Oopsie Daisy, also voiced Bullseye in Toy Story 2, which, like demonic toys, also features living toys. I love the connection that someone made on that. Uh, so demonic toys were originally meant to go up against the Puppet Master puppets in Puppet Master 4 in 1993. But the idea was scrapped when the idea of the Capitron puppet before that film was developed. The demonic toys later went up against Puppet Master puppets in Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then lastly, I could not find a budget for this movie. And there's no box office because it was released straight to VHS.
So we got nothing.
Yeah, just a big old blank spot. What we do have is grades. So IMDb has a score, and then Rotten Tomatoes it has a score for critic and audience.
Oh my gosh. I'm shocked. IMDb, give me a 2.5.
It is a 4.2.
What?
Yeah.
No freaking way. A 4.2. That's better. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be surprised. Better than Champagne and Bullets, but better than Hercules in New York.
Yeah.
It's better than Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Well, at
Uh,
least this movie was short.
yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know.
All right.
It's enjoyable, I'll say that.
Yeah, Rotten Tomato critics 20%.
17.
Okay. And audience 29.
35.
Uh what?
So I'll let you go first.
Okay. I mean it is a good movie for Awesomely Bad Month because it is not one to be taken too seriously. Um but there's the weird like do you give it credit for film that's just stolen from a previous film or and I don't know necessarily I would call it kind of lazy but
Is it
it
lazy or is it resourceful?
yeah it's borderline it's borderline
Yeah.
so it is what it is and I will give it props for being bizarre and having fun and executing some things rather well. Though you talked about enjoying the music, and we talked about how well they did the essentially the miniatures.
Hmm.
One thing we didn't talk about was kind of at the beginning when he showed up and he was in the street and he was standing on a newspaper, which was kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really well done.
Um, but one thing that I never would understand is how they did the cab. Like how are they going to pay the cab driver? But anyways,
With teeny tiny money.
yeah, Monopoly money. So it's funny, it's bizarre, it's a entertaining watch. I probably wouldn't watch it too many more times, but it does have rewatchability. So I it's it's good, but for me not that great.
Hmm.
So I wound up giving it a 3 out of 5. Like not
Yeah.
like 2.5 and 3, it was kind of average and everything. So it's on the higher side. It's on the more positive side, but I landed at 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I would say that's fair. And that's what I gave it. Um I mean, it's a bad movie, but it's entertaining. It's what you see is what you get. That you got the cover with Dollman shooting the demonic toys, and that happens in the movies, so got to give it some credit for that. Um, and like I said, this makes me think of a time hanging out with my friend Tom, going to a rental place, grabbing a movie, going back and just like laughing at it and having a good time.
Hmm.
And so that's just it's nostalgic for me, and it makes me think of my friend Tom who passed away a few years ago. So it's always just a good memory for me and a movie I think about every once in a while. But
Rock.
yeah, I felt like it kind of fit with the theme of the month, and yeah, I kind of wanted to rewatch it. So I do need to go back and watch the first Dollman movie
Maybe
and see
we'll
what
have to
that's
watch
like.
it in Awesomely Bad sometime.
Yeah, and demonic toys. And I've never seen any of the Puppet Master movies. And a funny thing about that, the movie Retro Puppet Master
Hmm.
stars the dude he stars Greg Sestero, the dude from the room,
Oh,
Mark.
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Mark.
He talks about making that movie in his book and how Tommy Wiseau was like almost upset with him that he got a movie role before he did. But yeah, I have to go through and watch a couple Puppet Master movies or something like that when I do my October blog marathon. But, yeah, so if you guys are liking the show, you can subscribe and share. We're on pretty much every social media platform. We got YouTube, we got TikTok, so check those out. We have a Redbubble store, we never mention it. So if you guys want shirts and all that kind of stuff, go in there and check that out. We got more than just like the podcast stuff too in there, so lots
Yeah.
of variety. But next week we're going to be wrapping up the awesomely bad month with 1980s teen classic, Just One of the Guys. Um, yeah, that's a pretty fun movie, and I'm looking forward to that one. It's also a really hard movie to find on CED.
Okay.
At one point, I had two copies of it because I hit a garage sale before and they had it, so I knew it was hard to find, so I had to grab.
All right.
But come back next time. We're going to be talking about Just One of the Guys. And until then, as always, be kind and rewind.